Okay. So till now we have declared array and we can print array. But our print method is return type void. So how if we are printing here inside a main method, still this method does not read anything, but still uh, if we can print array, right? So what happened here? So let us assume. Uh, let us here you have some. If you printing something, let's I call again some again method like here update array value. Let's say update update array value, and I can just assign a of I equal to I multiply by 2. Okay. Okay. So let us here. If you run the code, okay. Why I'm explaining? Okay. This is the array. Okay. Okay. Well, so here you notice your array is print without any. Let us I again invoke our update array. Yeah. Excuse me. A. Okay. And you again after the update you can again print it, right?
Yes.
So what is happening here? Some when your first array is 4725, you are printing 4725, right? And whenever you update the array, means here you are doing something change here, but your method does not return anything. Okay, and after that again you print, you are getting the change value. But this method, update method, does not return anything. So let us look how array works. Why we don't return here array, updated new array? Still our A can be changed. So in this way, let's try to understood. Whenever your program start to running, this will create first a variable, a variable in the stack memory. Okay, a variable in stack memory, and now this part, your array is the object. They are stored in your heap memory. Okay, in a heap memory, and heap memory they are created one, two, three, four, four element consecutive location. Okay, in this way, and whatever the value here 4, 7, 2, and 5. This A refer to this memory location. Okay, whenever you say keep print array, okay, so this function control goes to from here to this method. Okay, so here you are passing A. So what do you mean by A? A means A is the just referencing to this memory location. So now this your A variable also referring to this memory location. Okay. Now this is the your shared variable. Okay. So here you are trying to say just printing A of I means ki this value we are printing for. Again this value you are printing inside loop till length. So you are printing one by one all the value. Okay. So whenever you know first time print, this print method also referring the same memory location and printing the all the value. After that, again update method, right? So this method also referring to the same array which created, right? So here what happened? You are just going to change a zero position value multiply by two. So here zero position value 4 multiply by 2, it will be change this value to 0. Whenever you again I1 multiply by 2, multiply by 1, 7 multiply by 1, just 7, change value 7. Similarly, again loop goes to length and just multiply by 2. So here 2 to the 4, here 5 to the 10. So this method, update array method, just change your array value,
Mm. Sir,
right?
it will be 0, 2, 4,
Two,
6.
four,
Yes,
six.
yes, 0, 2, 4, 6. Here you are just multiplying uh, I with
I.
the greater 2. So in this way, 0 to 4, this will change. So whenever you invoke this print array method again, this method again invoke here and again going to print. So this is array object is the object, so that ki same method just share this location. Due to that, we generally avoid to writing the print returning array, because this A also referring the same object.
Okay, there are three memory locations: A, print array,
No,
update array. They both point to same
same.
thing.
Yes, this is the array. Now, this is the concept of array.
Yes, sir, but like we can use the X and Y instead of this in line 16 and 11.
Okay. Here you can give name anything. Let's here you can give a name like uh, R. Okay.
Yes.
Doesn't any matter. Last time I discussed you. This is the local variable. Okay. Even this you give name like T. 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 Okay. And whenever you run, it will print the same thing. Nothing happen. Variable name can anything. Just okay.
Yes.
Just
But
try
like
to
you explained the memory location from
yes.
A, so
Okay.
that's why I was asked,
Yes.
confused in
Again,
that.
again refer. Again refer. Whenever you are create each method, one stack memory are created. Okay. Here you have one local variable a a, but a is not holding any value because this is the array. Array is an object. So object store inside your heap memory. Okay, and this a refer to this variable. Similarly, whenever you know this print method d, again this is the local variable of local stack created, and here refer the d. I said d is the array object, means ki from where call from a. So a pointing to this memory location, so d also pointing to the same memory location. Similarly, when invoke this update method, update have a local stack created, that is r variable, but r refer to the pass a. The a refer to this, so r also refer to this. So in array, whatever you are doing changing here, if this
Mhm.
method says change something here, so this function also getting this reflected value, updated value.
Mm. Sir, like update array, print array, this is a general method.
Yes.
Here we can pass any array, it will just give the formula for int I is equal to 0 and all that. But
Hmm.
R can be any array. Why it just points to A and
Because
D is
you are
point?
passing here now. When you are invoking this method, update method, you are passing a, right? A.
Yes.
A where refer this. So a whenever passing to here r also referring to the same, because here you also passing the a. Whenever what while invoking what the value you are passing here.
Okay.
Due to
We
that,
A.
yes, we are passing a, we are passing a, we are passing a. For all the methods, we are passing a. So a refer first this object, right? Here your object is created content, right? So same array is refer by this variable, same refer by this variable. So let us explain ki let us we have a some like this uh something happened. Let us assume we have here variable not array x. Let's keep variable a equal to 10, let us integer b equal to 20. Okay. Okay. A already declared, I think. So let's clear C. Okay. And let us we have write one function swap swap. Just we know the logic, right? Swap function will take two input. Let's see x comma. Okay. Just pass c comma b. Okay. And here write just swap method. Static. Just return void and swap, and it will take two variable. Let's see a comma integer b. As we discussed, here we can say uh, temp variable t, right? Just assign a value and a assigned
Yes.
to b value, b assigned to t value.
T value.
Okay, and here just print s out a equal to plus. Just I'm explaining how why array differ with the primitive data type, right now? B equal to plus b, right? Let us here print also u ab and here print. Okay, here c, not a c. Okay, c. Oh no, no, no. This is the B. This is what? Let us for assume
C and B.
A give A array. So confusion actually. It didn't name anything, right? Array. So here just give it a A. Okay. Clear? Here we have a two variable AB. Okay. You are just printing, and for time being, just I commented this code. Okay.
So
So
write swap A comma B in line 13.
so let us assume what the output will come. Here A 10, B 20. You are printing A, B, and then invoke the swap function. Swap function does not return anything, but swapping the A value to B, B value to A. If you printing inside the method and again printing outside the method. So let us look down, and then I explain how it works.
So write swap A comma B.
A comma B, right. So here, what do you notice?
The
Inside
number
first
are interchanged.
First A or B, there is no any problem, right? Whenever you know swap function, this go here. They swap the value 20 and 10. But when you come in main methods, you again referring the same value 10 and 20 previous one. You notice 10 20 10
Yes.
20. Even we
Hmm.
swap the value. Even we swap the value. So let us again
Yeah.
explain the logic. Okay, how it works. Whenever your code run, they declare two stack variable for the main method. One one stack variable a equal to what is 10. So a is the not array variable. So they are not stored going to the heap memory. There is no any heap memory. Here only all the value stored in the 10 because this is the primitive value already yes, right? Similarly, b equal to 10, b equal to 20. Right? Whenever you print A and B, it will print A value and it will print B value. 10 and 20. It's okay, no problem.
Yes.
Whenever you invoke swap function again another is stack variable. Here A and B two variable, again A variable and B variable. So what is you are passing in A and what is you passing in? You are passing A. What is the A value? 10. So here 10 value are copied. What is the B passing? B is the 20 value. You are passing here 20. Right? And now again you create a T variable. T is another temporary variable. You create, right? T variable. Okay. So you say T equal to A. This means a key, what is the value of 10? You are writing here 10. Again say a equal to b, means ki a equal to b. B have a 20, this means a equal to b. B equal, b is the 20, so you write 20. Again say b equal to t, so b equal to t, t means 10, you are writing here 10, right? Now you printing a value print 20, b value print 10, that is the 20 and 10, right? Whenever
Yes.
this method will complete, control goes to here, main method. In main method again say ki print a. So what is a value? A refer his own stack. A is the again 10, B is the again 20. So say again print 10 and again 20. So for all the primitive data type like int a, float b, value are copying in from here to here. There is no any kind of sharing between these two methods. And in the case of array, array is the object that is stored in the memory location that is shared from one method to another method.
Okay. So when we update any array or swap any like positions in the array, so it pick up from this memory,
Yes,
and that's why it print out the correct
array.
value, like
Yes.
sorted values.
Yes, first whenever you are declaring any primitive value, so these are not stored in your heap memory. This is stored in your stack memory, right? Stack memory. Each method have a own stack. Swap method have a own stack. Okay. Main method have a own stack. In main method have a 10, b 20. Stack swap have a own stack. They have a and they have b, but they have this method can change its value, but this change does not reflect to this stack reference. Whatever you are doing changes, this is the local changes. Here you can get the reflected value, but here this refer in main method is stack location, not the swap location stack method. So each method have a own stack memory. Okay, all the variables are stored in your stack. Till now, any doubt?
No.
Now again repeat your array concept. Okay, just let's comment out this code. Okay, and again come on here and just comment out this code. Okay. Just take array. Now again run this code and try to understand, right? Here you are writing a variable, right? So whenever code run, one stack created for the main method, for this another stack created, for this method, for each have a own stack method. This method will create when your method invoke. Here first main method invoke, so first this stack created, right? And this have only one variable AR. This AR variable is created here, but this is an object. This is an object.
Object.
So objects are not stored in the stack memory. They are stored in a heap memory. Heap memory created. A just refer this to array object. They have a multiple value, whatever the value, right? So after that you invoke a print array. Print array function this. So new stack is created for print array. This stack have a local variable d. So what is the value you passing for d? You are passing AR. What is the AR? AR refer to this memory location. So D also refer to this memory location. Right? So whenever you loop the positions and print the D of 0 position, D of 0% value, फिर 1% value, 2% value, all the value this method will print. From where they are getting value? From this array element. Again you invoke the update array method. So again new stack, this stack will created. This method have a own variable r, own variable r. R is also an array, so that means they refer to some object. Which object? Which you pass? Is you pass ar. So ar refer to this. So r variable also refer to this. So now this method will change some value. They change here some value. Multiply by 2, multiply by 2, multiply by 2, right? So this value changed. Whenever again this print array function invoke, so again new stack created. Whatever is passing, D the local variable. Whatever here pass a array. A array refer still this two. So this also referred to this way. And now this will print again print this value, this value, this value. These are the updated by this method, right? So you are getting the updated value. So
Okay.
this is the way generally whenever you are passing array object, we generally return the void, because there is no any makes sense to return again array, because this array is stored in the heap memory, that is shared memory. So this method also access the array, this method also array the access, this method also array the same access.
Sir, what if we write update array at end, print array, then update array? Then it will print the updated values at last.
Yes.
Like first two lines will be the same, and
Yes,
the
so two
0
times.
to
Okay,
4 6.
let's again. First you invoke this method print. So print method invoke here. They just printing the value, whatever the value they have. Again,
Yes.
let's invoke this print method again, right? So again invoke same printing again. Let's run it. Just write this way. They are printing two times update array, right?
Yes. It will print the original array.
Uh, this you now invoke this method, so you are not getting the output. Yeah, after that again you print this. So this method change the content, right?
Yes.
So you will getting the updated value. You are getting the updated value. So this is
Okay.
the reason generally whenever you are writing code, that method will take array as an input. So generally you just want to change the same array here. So you can take a void. But some possibility, I don't want to change this array. Okay, I want to create. Let's see. We can. Let's int of array. Let's give one int array of let's give temporary array. Okay, I just create a new int array. Just r dot length. Okay, and here say I am just modifying all the things in the temp array. Right? Just you modify the temp array. So in this case, your update method will not change anything inside R, right? So let us again explain it, okay? Then what happen? If you want to this value again, so your void method need to some change. That is how. Here you created this one array create in the your heap memory, right? Or AR refer to this. Again you invoke this print array method D refer to the same and printing the all the element whatever you have. There is no any problem till now.
No.
When you invoke update array, in update array they have a R variable. R also referring to the same because you are passing a array. But here you are creating another new array T. So new array is created, right? Here new array. In this array, you are referring the loop and changing some value, right? So here you are changing some value, t of change, t of change, t of change. You change some value, change some value, change some value, change some value. Okay. Again, you just come back here. Again, you print array ar, because in this code you doesn't change anything this variable r variable, right? You have only changed in the t variable. T is the new array. T is the new array, right? So this method does not reflect anything on the original array. So after that, again you print it, it will print the same result, right? So the method, whatever doing here, it will impact. If you are changing the original array value, then the original array reflect. If you're not doing anything change in the original array, maybe you are creating inside the duplicate new array. So update array is not updating your original array.
Okay.
So each and everything depend upon what your logic you are doing inside the method. If you run this
Yes.
code, update method will not do any changes. Both are the same output, because update is let us doing something, but not on the, let us here say I am r of, let's say I, whatever this value array have, I want to create the duplicate array and store the each element double value. Whenever here t array created, but I want the what is the output of t array. Here we are printing, we are doing something here, but I am not getting output because we are not printing this t array. So in this
Yes.
scenario, you can change this return type to int array. You say I want to return some value, I want to return t. Okay? What is saying? Okay. Oh, sorry, EIT. Right? So now your update method will return some value. So here, instead here you can still you are running this code, you are not getting any output. If you run this code, you are not getting any. Okay, this I want what have contains some value. So in this case, our array method, this method need return the this new array, which created by this method only. So here you say, okay, this is they return some array. Let us return some array. Eh? Now,
Yes.
if you return, still if you run the code, this is not getting you are getting the same output. Why? You are not printing this G array, what you returning result array, right?
Yes.
If you want, so let's pass here. So this print method say I am going to printing this array. If you run it, you will notice now you are this first printing the old array, a second printing the double of each element. So sometime as per your requirement, you have to again let us uh, one times again study this code. Okay, how it's work. Okay, let us just I minimize this so that complete code come here. Again repeat logic. Whenever your main code run, okay, they create one stack memory. Okay, in this stack memory, ar variable created. What is the value? Value say कि I am an object. So this array object created inside your heap
Heat
memory,
memory.
and this 4 element array is the created. Okay, whatever the value you pass here, pass like 4 7 2 4 7 2 and 5. Okay, these are referred by this. Is it clear? Now you say कि print array. means ki this function invoke print array. Print array, whenever any function invoke, the own stack memory are created. This stack memory have a one variable d, okay, and d. What is the value of d? You are passing here ar. Ar means this reference variable, okay. So this also referring to the same. Is it clear? And now
Yes.
we have created for loop I again created variable here, I equal to 0, and you are just looping plus 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 plus, referring the d of 0 position, this value, this value, this value, this. The same you are getting in the output. Now your method is closed. So this array is the stack is the destroy. Again control goes to here. Now here you say ki I am calling another update array method. So update array method for new stack created. Okay, here they are referring R. What R refer? R. They say R is a array, means they are referring to the heap object. To which variable? AR. AR passing AR means AR referring to this. So this also refer to R also refer to this. Now you say he in this code you written ki now I want to create another array of the same length like a your R length. So here we are creating another array with the same length like a R. R have a length 1, 2, 3, 4. Same length you created.
Yes.
Right? Now you are again create I. Again I variable created on local stack equal to 0. Then I less than length. I less than length. Yes. Then plus plus. Here say कि t of 0 मीन्स कि इसके 0 पोजिशन में आप डालो r of 0 multiply by 2. R of 0 means this, multiply by 2, 4 multiply by 2, 8.
8.
Similarly again loop come, again I value increase log 1. Again you say t of 1 पे डालो t of r of 1 multiply by 2, r of 1 7 multiply by 2 14. Okay, in this way its loop run, and this will create a multiple of this is 4 and this is the 10. Now you say now I want to return t. T means you okay here t created, this is the t created, t refer to this, right?
Okay.
So you say I am returning t to here, t method return here, this return assigned to result array, right?
Yes.
So here new result array, यहाँ पे new result array object is created. So whatever you are assigning, updated array return t. What is the t? T return the new memory location. So this memory locations are referred by this r, this result variable, right?
Yes.
And now you say keep print array another method invoke. So another this invoke new stack again created. Okay, here say they need a d. D is the types of array. What you are passing me? You are passing me result. Passing me result. So result referring to this. So this also referring to this. Again this method, again print method are printing all the element of this updated value.
Yes. And like, sir, to summarize this, if
Hmm,
we doesn't create the new T array,
hmm, hmm,
like if we comment out this 17th line,
hmm.
and like instead of writing T of I, we can write R of I. So
Yes.
then we doesn't need to write the result, I think so. So
Yes.
then directly it will print our AR array, updated array.
Right. Correct.
Yes.
So this is the concept. Please try to understand. Whenever you are passing array, they are using the shared memory. This is the concept heap memory, or all these are the stack memory. For all each method have own stack memory. So
Yes.
arrays are not stored in the stack memory. They are not stored the part of stack. So this is the reason whenever you are working array is stored in the shared memory, heap memory. This heap memory is shared by all the method 1, method 2, method 3.
Yes.
So now is it clear why print sometime we are not returning your array? Because we already updated this input array.
Yes.
So here in this main method, we already get the updated array. But in the case of primitive value like integer swap, all the value are stored inside your stack, stack, right?
Yes.
Any this stack is not accessed by these stacks. This stack is not accessed by this stack. These are the independent stack memory for each method. Whenever method complete, stack memory is automatic destroy.
Yes. And like so here we have to return another array T.
Hmm.
So that's why we are writing the return type int like
T. Yes.
intent.
Yeah. If
And
you are not
if
writing
we
here,
have yes, and if we have to just update another uh, R
original
array,
array. Yes.
yes,
R array
so
here. Let's R.
we
Yes.
can do it by using the void, and here
Yes.
it will directly use change in the
Yes.
heap memory, so
Yes.
we can print it out directly.
Yes. Why this is just you not
Yes, got it.
if you run it. Okay. Now you change the R memory itself. So this
Yes,
reflected your AR also change.
yes, and the line 22 also comment it.
Okay.
You have to
Yeah.
comment it out.
You notice this is a change, right?
Yes,
So the concept, if you know why sometime you need to return, sometime you don't need to return. This is the depend upon the what the logic, what the code you written inside your method.
like sir, here we don't need to return anything, but if we use like int array and return the R, so that
Yes,
would also be correct or not?
yes, yes, it will work. It
Okay.
will work. It return type. Here you say I return R. Here return R. So let us what happen here. That means whenever your this stack created, okay, okay, this stack AR created and they are referring to your heap memory, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now when we invoke the update method, okay. So whenever you update method, update have a own stack. They are referring the R. R refer to AR. AR refer to this means this is also referring to the same. And now you change something. You change the content, change content, change content, change content. Now you say I return R. Okay. You return
Yes.
R here. R assigned to here. So R means R refer to the same. So your new result variable also refer to the same, right?
Yes.
You have already one variable AR refer to the same. You have another variable result also refer to the same.
Yes.
So there is no
Sir,
any mix. Yes.
like if we write static int update array, it's returning R. So we don't need to write int result is equal to update array, or we.
So I'm just explaining you again. Ki here we need write this code or not, right? So here again
Yes,
repeat. Let us
what we
here.
write. No,
Let us
I
here
understood.
AR variable. Okay, array variable, right? They refer your memory location. Is it clear till now? You invoke the update method, update methods. Update method what say? They have a own stacks are. They are what are you passing? You are passing AR. AR refer to this, so R also refer to this. Now you change something. You change here. You change the content, and you say ki, I am going to return this R. Okay, R means this. R refer to this memory location. So this method invoke from here. So R assigned to this result, right? So result is also another variable. They are referring to what you are returning. You are returning R. R is R return refer to this. So the result variable also refer to this. So one variable referring to this array, another variable also referring to the same array. So here you can pass print array or result. Both are the printing same thing because both variables are referring to the same memory, right? So here we have a if you print array, your result are AR, both return the same output. Here both return the same output, like because result variable and AR variable both referring to the same array, right? So
Yes.
we are avoiding why need a kind of same array you are updating. So don't need to return because this array you already I have a with the reference variable up.
Yes, and like there is an example, if we have to calculate any area, so
Hmm.
we will use the int type. We can't use the void.
Right.
So
Right.
if we use void, we can't print out anything, or it will be
Right.
in just a memory location.
Right. So please try depend upon the what method
Yeah.
you are going to write inside. Accordingly, you have to decide we want to return void or return int array or something. This
Okay.
completely depend upon the logics what you have written here.
Yes.
So hope now it will clear how your array works and how your primitive data types works.
Yes.
In the case of primitive data types, all the values stored in the same stacks. Okay, but in the swap function, they are have own stacks. They change the only one value, not change the original value.
Yes.
So you will write these two code and try, and then figure out कि why array is different than array. Whenever you are printing a value print here because this is the stack contain the value of a, right? But here you print
Yes.
they are not printing the value. They are these are stored in the heap. So you have to specify one position, two position, three position, which value you want. Because these
Yes.
four, three, seven are not stored inside your stack. They are stored inside your heap memory. So till now, is it any doubt and need clarification?
No.
No.
Let's you try this on by self your okay, and still
Yes.
you have any doubt questions why sometime primitive data types swap work no, not works if you writing a study code look I write swap for your array variable, right? Have you refer yesterday last section I write a code swap function for an array position, right?
Yes.
Let us look like uh, just a commented 1 second so that you aware कि always not swap work for the primitive data type. You can write swap function for array position always. Just last section we write right this you let
Yes.
like array integer array. Okay. Okay. Here you have just started might be remember in this way we have written code.
Yes.
You just look how it work and if any doubt please help. Okay?
Yes.
In
So
this way
I
we
think
written
so, sir. Here, like here, int A and int B in line 40, those are the I think so positions which we have to
yes
swap.
this is the index a index b, yes
Yes.
index a index a, right? And this is the
Yes.
index b.
Okay.
We are swapping the position value.
Yes.
Index a, index a, index b, and index b. Okay. So this way we have written code. So in this case, whenever you are invoking this swap function, they are not reflecting anything about this variable. Okay, as you
Yes.
run it. sorry, control this. Oh, okay, what happened? Okay. Okay. But when we invoke the swap function, swap function for array, let's keep pass AR array, and I want to position two value and three position. Okay,
Yes.
and just you print array, and print array, right? If
Yes.
you just comment out yes. So, so this is the depend upon here. Notice here our AB the same as a in main method, right? Same
Yes.
output, same output. Just I let's comment out so that here when you swap these two value AB, you are getting the AB, and after swap function also getting the same AB. But in the case
Yes.
of array, you are printing array position here, right? And now swapping positions of 2 to 3, and you are again printing this array, you are getting the changed value, right?
Yes.
Because they swap the position. Because you are passing here array. Array are changed by the this method. In swap function, you are changing this array, right?
Yes.
Due to that, sometime your for primitive data types, you are not getting anything here, whatever you're doing. This is only for local. Okay? Nothing impact on your main method. But in the case of this method, you are changing the input array. This array is accessed by your main method also. So this way, yesterday we are using the swap function for array. This is swap function for your primitive. I need to
Yes.
explain it. You will clear it.
We can clear it by our own.
Yes. Uh, so as let's again revise this. As explained this too, you should know what are the differences between simple data types and in the case of array.
Yes.
Whenever you create, whenever your main program run, this is the in stack memory. All the variable created, A created, B created, and array created. A created, B created, and array created, right? But A have a 20, they have a own value 10, okay? B have a own value 20, but array have a not own value. They refer to the memory location. Array is the object. They are stored in a heap memory. Whenever you invoke swap function, inside the swap body, inside the swap, you created again A variable, B variable, and swapping the value, right? Swapping here 20, here 10. But whenever swap function over, this will destroy. And again you print this method, you print again 10 and 20. But in the case of here swap function, whenever you use swap function, another stack created, they you are referring AR array positions means you are referring this one, right? And this is the two index position, index 2, index 3. You are just changing the swapping value from here to here and here to here. And whenever your swap function done, this you will destroy stack memory. And after that again you printing the array AR printing, you are getting the changed value, right? Because this swap function change the array position. So due to that here you are getting the changed value, right? Swap 2 to 5, 5 to 2. This is the major differences between your
Yes.
primitive and array. Array are stored in your heap memory, and that can be shared by across the multiple method.
Yes.
Hope it will clear how primitive value work and how array works.
Yes.
Let you try do some exercise, and then we again tomorrow discuss the way something still need more clarification. Right?
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So we can close the call.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.